County Council on Aging, and it is a true honor to give you some numbers of this morning's event. Of course, the reason that we're here to raise dollars and awareness, of course, for one of our most important programs for the Lake County Council on Aging. That's our Meals on Wheels program, and of course help subsidize the rising costs of those meals, to help, of course, the rising number of seniors that are reaching out for help to get those meals. And of course, it's about awareness, food insecurity, and of course, raising some dollars as well. We have close to 150 pre-registered folks joining us. And thanks to the sponsors, and you'll hear about all of our sponsors, we have raised over $40,000 thanks to our sponsors already this morning. So we could not get that number. That's one of the highest numbers ever in our 18 years. So we want to thanks to the generosity of our community, and of course the outpouring support of the Lake County Council on Aging. This program helps support the Meals on Wheels. Last year in 2024, volunteers and staff from the Council on Aging helped prepare and deliver 212,400 meals to seniors across the county. 212,000 meals. That's a lot of food to cook and deliver, and we do it each and every day, about 800 or so meals delivered across the county to many folks who are isolated and of course can't enjoy big events like we have in gatherings like this. So we really certainly appreciate it. We're going to be of course announcing all of the raffle winners a little bit later on, 9:45. We got so many great prizes this year. The tickets are $1 each, 6 for $5. And I want to mention too that besides all of those, there's over 30 baskets out here. We have a very special basket right here to the left of the stage. It's a painter's delight, the lady painters. This is valued at close to $1,000, painting a room, and then lots of extra supplies for yourself as well. That's going to be drawn on June the 1st. June the 1st, we're having a polka party partnering with the Mentor Rotary, and that's going to be out in Kirtland, Ohio on June the 1st. We'll get our commissioners out there at Zurin too. That'll be a good day. June 1st will be a lot of fun. We're going to be introducing, of course, all of our elected officials, public officials. But first, I want to do a shout out to the staff of the Council on Aging. They are here. They were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. At 7 o'clock in the morning. Wonderful, and we certainly appreciate all of our members of the Board of Trustees who are here. The volunteers who have made it as well. So one nice round of applause for our volunteers. We couldn't do it without the volunteers. They are the eyes and ears of our organization. You know, and each and every day when we're delivering those meals to homebound seniors, it's the knock on the door, and many times they're not answering that door. We are there thanks to our volunteers at the right time, the right place at the right time. And so many times, this is a true statement. We're there to help that person. Maybe they've taken a fall or something else has happened. And so we always say at the Council on Aging that meal that we deliver is much more than the meal. It's that daily interaction, even for a quick couple minutes when our smiling volunteers delivering that delicious meal. We certainly appreciate everything that they do. I'm going to recognize some of our public officials who are on hand. I'd like to ask our commissioners of Lake County come on up and say hello. We've got 2 of our commissioners, as well as our Lake County treasurer. Come on up and greet the crowd at this time. We'd like to thank these fellows for being here. We have Commissioner Regovich, who's president of the Board of Commissioners. Thank you very much, Rich, for being here.
Well, thanks for having me. This is something I enjoy coming to every year. I don't know how many years now, maybe since I was mayor. So, but what a great cause. We see the need more and more every day for meals, especially those that are can't get out, and those that are stuck at home. It's that interaction every day, not just with a meal, but having someone to see and talk to that means so much to our seniors here in Lake County. We're fortunate to have the Council on Aging, as well as all the sponsors that made this happen today. But that's incredible. Keep up the good work, and thanks, Joey.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Regovich. We really appreciate those kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, Commissioner John Plechnik, also here. Welcome and good morning, John.
Hello, hello. Once again, my name is John Plechnik, and I'm humbled to serve as one of your 3 Lake County Commissioners, along with Commissioners Regovich and Beveridge. And there's no higher priority for Lake County than to serve our seniors. We're very proud to have a robust and growing senior population in Lake County, not just because we're all getting one day older, one day at a time, which is certainly true, but because we're attracting seniors to retire in Lake County, to spend their golden years here with us, because we have the best services and the best community for them to age in place and enjoy their retirement. And it's our goal to make sure that Lake County will always be #1 for seniors, even as we are the smallest county geographically. As your county commissioners, I want you to know we think every day about how we can make Lake County better for you. And that's exactly why we passed the 30% sewer and water discount for seniors in Lake County, Ohio. But we didn't stop there. We reached out to every city in Lake County and said, you should match our discount. And I'm excited to say that Eastlake and Willowick have both implemented their own senior discount programs in response to the county. So we are working hard to make this place the best to retire. But the most important work we do is with the Lake County Council on Aging, because that's the institution, the boots on the ground, that really reaches out to our seniors who are most in need. Meals on Wheels, likewise, is their most important program. So the fact that you're here along with our senior advisory panel, like Larry Stirk, to support the Council on Aging is so important. Let me just close by saying this. Even though we've done a lot, there's always more to do, which is why we need to blow $40,000 out of the water for the Council on Aging. And we need to make sure that everyone, not just our county commissioners, but the state of Ohio too, understands that seniors should come first. You have paid your taxes, you've built this country, and you've given us a great gift. It's now our turn to do the right thing and make sure that Ohio remembers its seniors, which is exactly why your commissioners have consistently pushed for lower property taxes and recognizing that seniors should not have to foot the bill for other people's government waste. So I promise you, I will keep pushing for a 100% property tax exemption for seniors, and we will keep working to lower your property tax bills. Thank you. God bless Lake County.
Very well said. Thank you very much, Commissioner Plechnik, and thank you for your kind words. At this time, I'd also like to hear a few words from our Lake County Treasurer, Mike Zurin, who's here. Let's hear it from Mike.
Thank you. What a fantastic event, March for Meals for Council on Aging. It's just spectacular, the support that we see out here. I cannot believe how much they do with so little. I was recently at the lunch plate in Madison last week, and it was just a wonderful fellowship. I know about 50,000 meals are served by Council on Aging through that program. I think about 200,000 in all annually through our Council on Aging, which is just fantastic and is so needed for seniors to come together, have lunch together, have fellowship together. That is such a wonderful cause, and so supportive of that. Also, I want to make a plug for a partnership that the Treasurer's Office is doing with Council on Aging, and that is Miles for Moms. So for the first time on May 11th at the Lake County Fairgrounds, we're going to have a 5K run and a 1-mile walk. And it is going to be bring your mom out Mother's Day morning to the Lake County Fairgrounds and walk with your mom or run with your mom. All the money goes to Meals for Wheels from the event, and come out and support your mom on Mother's Day. God bless everybody.
That's right. We're looking forward to that. Right on Mother's Day morning, 8 a.m., something like that, out at the Lake County Fairgrounds. once again, a nice round of applause for our county officials. Really appreciate you being here. These fellows will be leading the group along with our Lake Catholic drum line. We got so much excitement here. At this time, I think, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. We're going to call up my good friend from our high school days, Dante Citraro, who is here to officially welcome us on behalf of, the seniors of Lake County, and we'll do the national anthem, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice round of applause. I used to call him the voice of the Guardians, Dante Citraro.
Thank you, Joey. I was just handed a piece of paper. Joey gave me one that said today was National Vietnam Veterans Day. And that's a subject that is near and dear to my heart. Little story that's very appropriate for today. When I was in high school, I graduated in 1983 and went to Cleveland State University and was told to write a paper on a controversial subject. And the controversial subject could be on anything, abortion, animal testing, interracial marriage, whatever you want to write it on. And I chose the Vietnam War. Being 18 years old, I was about the same age as the Vietnam veterans that went into the war. And I did it on the POW-MIA situation. But I changed the title of the paper from Prisoners of War Missing in Action to Prisoners of Washington Missing in America. How the Vietnam veterans were treated by the very government that sent them to Vietnam. How they were treated with disrespect and dishonor, were told not to wear their uniforms upon return. They wouldn't be protected, wouldn't be honored, wouldn't be acknowledged, and they were never given the thank you, the homecoming, the parades that the veterans are given today, or those before. So it is my honor and privilege to stand here and thank the Vietnam veterans for their service, all veterans for their service. Now, if you would, ladies and gentlemen, we live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. It is at this very moment that men and women are stationed around our globe, protecting our rights and our freedom. One of those rights is the right to assemble, which we are doing at this very moment. If you would, please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
you, Dante. Dante Citraro, ladies and gentlemen. Judge Mark Bartolotta, real quickly, come on up. We have, of course, throughout the morning, some of our officials from the Lake County Court of Common Pleas. He's going to help me. We're going to do the Mark and Joe show in a little while when we're pulling the names for today's raffle. But ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Judge Mark Bartolotta here.
I just came up here to buy some socks at JCPenney's. I didn't know you guys were doing this today. Hey, thanks for coming out. It's always a great turnout, and I'm always impressed by the number of people that'll wake up early on a Saturday and give their time, especially a day that actually is going to crack 70. So get your workout done here, take some money for Joe's group, and have a good time.
All right. Well, we'll see you back here in a little bit, Judge Bartolotta. With that, I'm going to turn things back over to Jesse Webb and the Lake County Drumline. They're going to be up next. By the way, this young group of entertainers for the past probably, we're thinking 10 or 11 years, these kids have gotten up early. Now, of course, before you, all of the former Lake Catholic Drumline members over the years. And I will tell you that this year in October, our Board of Trustees will be honoring with the Helping Hands Award the Lake Catholic Drumline at our annual meeting. We appreciate you guys so much. How did we get them up so early today? I don't know, but all right, Jesse.
We are happy to march for meals. When I say march, I would like for you to say meals. March for. March for. That's what we came to do. We came to march for